Read the Declaration of Independence and know your duty as an American. Thank you. Always, as always, Jack Brown. And get out there and do your part in civic redress, you guys. And things like this that are happening in Sheridan, they're happening everywhere, okay? These municipalities are getting away with a lot of stuff, especially in Colorado. Okay, so Sheridan is nothing short of a bunch of socialists in charge of the place. And if you want to argue that, I dare you. Let's argue that. Because these people are borderline communists. Okay? There is no... This is a we work to protect government. That city council doesn't give a shit. And if anybody thought Whitaker's speech was something of a celebration, you guys, you weren't hearing it. This guy literally told you at the city council meeting that speech defines morality. And if he doesn't like what he hears, then you are immoral and you will be treated as such. You better think about that. Everybody applauded the guy. They thought it was fucking fantastic. That was the speech of a goddamn dictator. You better go back and listen to that real carefully. Well, except you can't now because Sheridan's not giving up the video. We have to wait for Denver Metro Audit's video to hit. He's the one that possesses the material. There are some other people out there that did record that Zoom meeting. So you guys, for those of you that want to highlight some content, go listen to Whitaker's speech. It's bad news, you guys. It's really bad news. And then you got Sally. All Sally wants to do is stand up and pray. Okay? That's great. Freedom of religion at a city council meeting. Okay, how come prayers aren't being done by members of the public? Weird? Yeah, very weird. Because if you want to pray, you can only pray for 3 minutes publicly. Sally gets the podium whenever she wants. As long as she wants, as long as her prayer goes on and on and on. You guys, Sheridan is a very, very dangerous place. And it's getting more dangerous because the cops are making it that way. And I guarantee you, they are doing everything they can with the district attorney's office begging them to drum up charges, to orchestrate arrest warrants. Those cops have put so much stuff about me in everybody else's discovery. It's a little disturbing, their infatuation. And when you're going into a city council meeting and the only people at that meeting with guns are the cops and their friends, you guys need to think about that, okay? You need to think about that situation that's deliberately being created to hem you up. For those of you that go to Sheridan, that are going to continue to go to Sheridan City Council meetings, if you watched that video very carefully, you saw Martinez's friends incite the chaos. You saw the cops on the ready, came up and out of a room. They were in that room with their gloves on, boom, lickety split, going hands on. Not with the people that were inciting the violence, but for those that were there for civic redress. Then they were kicked out of the building under the threat of arrest, while those inciting the violence were protected by the police. Okay? If you watch the video, all of those with cameras are leaving the property. All of those inciting the violence are standing behind the cops. Don't think that those cops are going to stop short of open firing. And those that are being, what's the right word? Coached to touch. They're the ones that are being sacrificed by Martinez as Martinez sits up on his little podium, just watching the whole thing. He knows he's got gang members there. So, you guys, Sheridan, it's a dangerous place. And it's getting more dangerous. And that ringleader is Martinez, and Granberry's giving him the green flag the whole way. I just want you to think about those things. As those of us that want to hold our government accountable, expect transparency, and utilize speech that they don't like, just think about that as you're moving forward, okay? I also think there's some other things going on within the city. The clerk, for one, finally realizing that her name is attached to all of these records responses when she's not responding to them at all. Bill Hayashi, the contracted city attorney, is the one that put his signature on those denials for the city council video and for the court transcript, calling them an open criminal investigation. Back to what I was saying earlier about the body cam footage. When we were cop watching, and I got off topic because we were talking about Chris, Sergeant Marquez, I wanted his body cam footage. I went and did a request at Sheridan. The evidence tech comes out to give me a quote. He wants $150 because it's going to take him 3 hours to go through the body cam footage and redact all of the information that's not releasable. This interaction wasn't even 5 minutes. They know when they are caught, they're going to do everything they can to not release that video and that material. This place is dirty as hell. Yep, and this Liberty Blair, I've been talking about going down this rabbit hole for body cam footage. And the way the laws were written for cops getting body cams, we've got seriously big problems. Big problems. And the other thing that I really need to research is why the courts get to call, why these municipal courts get to call their open court cases or anything they want a Criminal Justice Records Act, because it doesn't work that way in the higher courts. In county and district court, that's the whole reason for open court. You can go to the records department of any courthouse and say, I want the court case file for this case, this name, this date of birth, whatever. That is the whole purpose of a free country having open court. But we're not having open court anymore, you guys. Secret court is well underway, and it is happening at these lowest levels in municipal government. And if you don't get out there and exercise your rights, we're going to lose them. We are losing them. It's because people don't give a shit. They want to be they want to be slaves to their masters. Stop it. Go do something. Push back. Call a cop a dirty motherfucker. Do something. Okay? Because 3, 4, 5, 10 of us doing it sporadically throughout the country, okay, yeah, cheer us on, but we're going to be the first ones shot dead or not let out of jail, okay? People, you got to rise. You got to get your ass up. You got to get in there, okay? You better do it. You better do it. Susan Bossy, go watch her channel. She's exposing it all. I don't know how that woman is still alive. I want to join forces with that woman, but not in California. No, thank you. So we got serious problems over in Sheridan, and they are the bullies. They are inciting the violence. They are the ones bringing their friends, threatening the violence. They're shutting down all transparency for the entire place when it comes to video, audio. They don't want to get caught anymore. This is a communist faction being ran by 100% socialists, borderline communists. And they show up to meetings and Martinez is saying something to the effect that he protects the First Amendment. No, this dirty motherfucker kills you to protect what he thinks is the First Amendment. That's what he does. So he's got some skeletons up here, and they're starting to make their way out into the obvious air, okay? That's not communism. No, statism. Statism is just when you're on board with, you know, everything the state is doing. Communism is when we have secret court, we hide, we threaten, people disappear. That's communism. That's the beginning of a dictatorship. That's beyond statism. AnCap, may I put this rant on my channel? It's epic. It's awesome. You absolutely can. Thank you for asking. A boring sandwich. I am going to enjoy the rest of my weekend into next week. You guys stay tuned. Denver Metro Audits, I believe, will be publishing that Sheridan video. He's been working hard on it, so it shows the truth. You're going to see it. And keep following. This is not a good thing going on over there. It's a scary thing. I don't think it's a thing that people need to back down from. Pay close attention. Fascism, thank you. That applies as well. Thanks, Johnny Bravo. Good to see you in here. Appreciate it. Denver Metro Audits. He's going to have that up ASAP. Just waiting on a couple little details. He will have that video up hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. You guys stay tuned, okay? Never know what the day's going to bring. But don't back down from your dirty, corrupt government. Just be very smart. Because the cops are violent. And they're not rocking in the level rocking chair, you guys. That whole bunch at Sheridan. It's corrupt from the top down. There are no good cops in Sheridan. Zero. Do not forget that. They're looking for a reason to open fire. Bottom line. Take care, guys. Peace.